What is going on, everyone? It is Foul Play here, and we are back for match number 4 of this Modern League. We lost the die roll, so we're going to be on the draw, and this hand is garbage. Let's mill it. Alright, this hand's looking a bit better. Maybe slightly heavier on the creatures than I'd like, but I'll take it anyway. Now there's an option for us to... Opponents kept 7. There's an option for us to keep an invisible stalker in hand if we think unblockable could be good. It could be good because it's a blue creature to pitch to force a negation. It could be better if our opponent's got like Thoughtseize turn 1 and Thoughtseize turn 2 and we get blown out. Overall, I think it's worth the risk. So we'll see what happens. Breeding pool. So in fact, we draw a Hallowed Fountain. Pretty uninspiring draw so far, but maybe we'll draw some action next turn, which will make us curving out look a lot better. So scouts down, opponent with breeding pool into Snow Island. All right, sort of I'm getting an Urza vibe here. Here. I like getting Hallowed Fountain, I reckon. Alright, opponent's just hard going through here. I think they're going to Growth Spiral into... No Growth Spiral, okay. This could be just Blue-Green Titan. It could be the Wilderness Reclamation shenanigans that go on. Overall, that's what I'm currently looking at it potentially being. So Surgical Extraction seems very good to me in both those scenarios. Teferi seems very good to me as well. Tail's End seems reasonable. Brazen Borrower seems reasonable. Path sort of seems reasonable in the same tier as them. Sentinel's Eyes isn't great. Like, it might have a little bit of funkiness where I can get it back from the graveyard, like play it into a mana leak and cast it again in the next turn. Overall, I don't think that's hugely great though. Maybe we can look at trimming an Invisible Stalker or two, particularly if we're on the draw. I think I like my Staggering Insights and my Curious Obsessions here. Maybe Curious Obsession goes slightly weaker because my opponent could be boarding in Aethergust, quite probably. I still think, for the most part, I like the Rancors, even though there's Aethergust potential. I think maybe like 2-path is fine. We look at taking out these 6 cards and then like another 2. So we decide between Tail's End or Brazen Borrower. Tail's End can initially counter an Uro. If they're going for a turn 3 Uro, it's unlikely that we're going to have the mana up though. Where Brazen Borrower, after they deplete their graveyard resources, they could then look to play like, and they've resolved the Uro from the graveyard. We could look to bounce it to their hand, and then they have nothing in graveyard and no way to enable it. So Brazen Borrower is a bit more exciting to me there. We'll run this. We'll get a better idea about what we're versing exactly. Some sweet cards here, but no creature. This, I guess this Teferi could have been an Invisible Stalker, but I think I was bringing in Teferis regardless. All right, this hand's looking pretty sweet here. I'm going to keep it and probably ditch the Scout. Actually, I'm going to ditch the bottle on the off chance that they bring in, what's it called? The blue spell, the blue counter spell that costs 2 less to cast if it targets a blue spell. Oh, no way, man. Well, black mana just came out of fucking nowhere. So I guess we're uber punished there. Maybe we're supposed to ditch the path instead of the Slippery Bogle. I don't know. After seeing Breeding Pool into Snow Island, I'm pretty surprised by this, but yeah, whatever. Like it's a tough decision what to take. All right, great. We've established the don't draw creature line here that we always have. I guess my opponent, okay, he played a Triome land now. All right. Teferi's kind of sweet. My opponent goes for Uro, I can hold up Path, and I think that's fine. The other option is Brazen Borrower and bounce it to hand in response. I don't really think I like that as much. If we can manage to resolve this Brazen Borrower and it doesn't die, obviously we can get a lot of value out of it. Alright, so there's the Uro. In response to these stupid triggers, let's just go ahead and path it. We will actually thin the deck by a land, which is good. So maybe they have less likelihood to draw the land if it's not already in hand. We are ramping them regardless, but if we ramp them slightly less, I'd be happy. But we got the Uro deck thing, that part right. Opponent returns the Thoughtseize. Wow. Okay, well that's a little bit gross, mate. We find the Bogle? Oh, fuck me, man. I really don't want our Teferi to get Thoughtseize, but if we Bogle, we can't Curious Obsession. And we probably can't Petty Theft either, and then we also lose our Teferi Time Reveler. What's the play, man? It's a tough spot. Maybe we just flash the Brazen Borrower in. I don't really like that either. Maybe we Teferi Plus and hope he does nothing. Of all the turns to draw the fucking hexproof creature, mate. On turn 3, right when we want to cast a fairy. Oh, is he gonna force this? He is. What did he pitch? A Mana Leak? Yeah, that's pretty good EV, isn't it? Fucking hell. Alright, well, maybe punish there. I don't know. I think going for that is fine, mostly. Here's the Uro. The second Uro, by the way. Just because. See if he goes for the Thoughtseize here. Maybe he's got a... Oh, Thoughtseize is the only card in hand. Well, I guess he gets Bogle. Fuck. This isn't good for us. We can bounce their Uro to hand after they play it, but then we still don't have a creature down. We might be better off just casting the Brazen Borrower, then we can Curious Obsession and Daybreak Coronet onto it. And as long as he doesn't draw a removal spell, we should be in a pretty good spot. In response, let's cast the Brazen Borrower, I think. I think bouncing Uro might be getting a little bit too tricky. I sort of smell a Mana Leak right now. I really hate this. But if we can... If that resolves, if it stays on the board, we've sort of exposed ourselves to Fatal Push now as well. I would think he would take it out against us, though, given the color scheme that we're on. Alright, well, we're going in Brazen Borrower style now. 4/7 damage, drawing a card. We find Ethereal Armor? Holy shit, man. That is huge. Field of the Dead into play. That would have been his draw for turn, or else he would have errored it in last turn. Four mana. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Fuck off, man. Ugh. That was his draw last turn. Or off the Uro last turn. Fucking lucky cunt, dude. Sorry for all the swearing. The profuse swearing here. It's just really, really large feels bad there for me. Alright, let's try to Brazen Borrow this Uro to hand. We could also try to Brazen Borrow end step and then Ethereal Armor attack. But my opponent's got nothing in the graveyard. I kind of like this here. It also puts Brazen Borrow out of our hand to protect it from Thoughtseize. So you got Archmage's Charm. Fuck this, man. Opponent fucking drew so well this game, it's not funny. Alright, well, we'll concede this one. We'll move to sideboarding. So, after seeing those disgusting Thoughtseize, maybe not. Leylines would have been good on the play, but on the draw, they're a fair bit worse. Curious Obsession seems pretty good. Tail's End seems semi-reasonable. It can counter their Planeswalker. I don't know. I like a lot of stuff right now. Surgical Extraction is definitely needed. Rancor's probably not that necessary. I reckon we can actually just remove our Rancors here. It decreases our clock, but we're probably fighting an attrition type battle here. Both having like the triple path and the double surgical does give us 7 answers to Uro, 1 that can also answer Cryptic, or 2 that can also answer Cryptic. I'm not sure how much I love Teferi here. That might just be a little bit greedy. And Brazen Borrower seems a little bit greedy too. I guess Teferi's slightly better than Brazen Borrower. Tail's End. Good Sentinel's Eyes. Got 12 1-drops, 7 there, so 19, so it'd be 20 auras if I leave in Sentinel's Eyes. I think that's reasonable. We've got a fair bit of non-creature stuff going on here. Invisible Stalker is kind of a slow version. Maybe the one of Invisible Stalker, although it's so weak to Thoughtseize. Alright, let's run this. Man, fucking Saltai from downtown. Oh, that feels really bad. I mean, maybe we just need to play the Bogle and do nothing else. Let our opponent Thoughtseize the rest of our hand apart. But I don't know. Yeah, that was probably the line. Instead of playing Teferi, we just play the Bogle. We get it resolved. Then our opponent will like Uro Thoughtseize us. We lose either Teferi, Curious Obsession, or Brazen Borrower. And then keep the other lot. He probably takes the Teferi, if I'm honest. I'd think. Opponent is taking a while to sideboard this time. Maybe after seeing the Brazen Borrower and Teferi Time Reveler Spice, he's changing his mind a little bit about things. I think Brazen Borrower is a little bit better if you expect them to be on Wilderness Reclamation, which they've probably got 1 or 2 copies of, but I think Tail's End, they've probably got more copies of Jace, right? I conceded from the game? What do you mean? This is a bug. What? No. Okay. It said I conceded from the game. What? Did it sideboard for me? It did sideboard for me. Hold on, I want to show you guys this. Right here. Mickey V has conceded the game. Alright, well, we get the game though, so that's a good thing. Alright, well, this hand has no white mana and no blue auras. I think we can see a better 6, honestly. Alright, this is definitely a fucking awesome 6. Let's keep this one. Get it happening. Just ditch a land and keep it. No matter what our opponent Thoughtseizes from our hand, we're resolving at least 1 card draw aura, potentially even 2, and that's really massive. I'm a big fan of this right now. We probably ditch the Mana Confluence. No, that doesn't make sense. We probably ditch a fetch land, lead on Mana Confluence for green, and then we can double blue by getting a Hallowed Fountain, and then we'll have access to double any color except green, but we don't need double green. Yeah, so we'll have double blue, double white. I like that. Sorry. That conceded from the game. was me just giving up the last game, not conceding from sideboarding. I guess my opponent just took a long time for sideboarding, or he took the opportunity to go to the bathroom maybe, and left his sideboarding the same. We needed a lot of time to think anyway. Oh, fucking turn 1 Thoughtseize every time. They've probably got like 3 copies of it, and like turn 1 every time without fail if they verse Bogles. Yeah, fucking eat it, mate. Eat the fucking value. Oh, we win the match. Oh my god. Alright. If there's a reason to play blue, guys, it's right there. The tilt concession to triple card draw aura. Alright, that's brilliant. I love it. If you guys enjoyed that last little bit as much as I did, let me know what you think down below. If you're new, be sure to subscribe for daily Bogle content and ring the bell for more. Look me up on Twitter if you haven't. Link in the description. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.